In the year 1900, hidden deep within the snowy Carpathian Mountains, there stood a mysterious castle known as Blackthorn Keep. It was built centuries ago from dark stone, with towering spires that pierced the sky and narrow windows that watched the valleys below like cold, unblinking eyes. Few dared to travel the mountain paths that led to the castle. The villagers of the nearby town of Velgrad whispered tales of strange lights flickering at night and voices echoing in the wind. They said the castle was cursed, haunted by the spirit of Lord Alaric, its last ruler, who vanished without a trace 50 years earlier. One stormy evening, a young historian named Elias Moreau arrived in Velgrad. He was determined to uncover the truth behind the legend. Armed with an old map and a lantern, Elias climbed the treacherous paths until he reached the castle gates. Inside, the air was cold and still. Dust covered the ancient tapestries, and cobwebs hung like curtains in every corridor. But the castle was not empty. Elias began to hear faint whispers, not of ghosts, but of forgotten memories. The walls seemed to speak of battles, of lost love, and of betrayal. In the highest tower, Elias discovered a hidden chamber. There, on a dusty table, lay Lord Alaric's journal. In it, Alaric confessed that he had faked his death to protect a powerful secret, a hidden chamber beneath the castle containing ancient knowledge, scrolls and inventions far ahead of their time. Elias stayed in the castle for months, studying the texts and writing his own. Eventually, he returned to the world, bringing with him forgotten wisdom and tales of a castle that no longer whispered, but welcomed. From that day on, Blackthorn Keep was no longer feared. It became a symbol of mystery, knowledge, and the courage to uncover the truth, even in the darkest of places. After returning to the world with Lord Alaric's journal and the ancient scrolls, Elias Moreau became a well-known scholar. His writings about Blackthorn Keep fascinated scientists and historians across Europe. But Elias never revealed everything he had found. Deep in his heart, he knew the most powerful secrets were not yet ready for the world. Years passed, and in 1905, Elias received a letter sealed with the same symbol he had seen carved into the castle walls, the Blackthorn crest. The letter was unsigned but warned him, the knowledge must remain hidden or the world will not be ready for its truth. Fearing the danger, Elias returned once more to the Carpathian Mountains. This time, he brought with him a trusted friend, Amara Voss, an engineer and inventor. Together, they planned to explore the underground chamber mentioned in Alaric's journal, a place even Elias had not dared to enter before. Beneath the castle, they found a narrow passage behind the fireplace in the grand hall. The passage led to a massive door made of obsidian and iron. Using clues from the journal, they unlocked it. Inside was a vast underground chamber lit by glowing crystals embedded in the walls. Machines powered by strange energy sources hummed softly. There were maps of the stars, devices for healing, and machines that seemed to record thoughts, inventions that did not belong to the world of 1900. Among the artifacts was a stone tablet inscribed with a prophecy. When war threatens to end all peace, the keep shall awaken. Elias and Amara realized that Lord Alaric had discovered this ancient technology and chose to guard it to protect humanity from using it for destruction. They agreed to do the same. They resealed the chamber, leaving clues only to those they believed would come with good hearts and pure intentions. Then they left Blackthorn Keep behind, not as a place of ghosts, but as a guardian of forgotten wisdom. To this day, the castle still stands in silence among the snowy peaks, but when the wind howls just right, some say you can hear the echoes of Elias and Amara, and the whispers of the keep waiting to reveal its secrets once more. The year is now 1914. War has erupted across Europe. The world is trembling under the weight of a conflict greater than anything humanity had faced before. Far away from the battlefields, in a quiet corner of France, an old man watches the news with sorrow in his eyes, Elias Moreau. He is now 47, but the fire of curiosity still burns inside him. One night, as he studies the journal of Lord Alaric once more, a strange vibration passes through his home. Books fall off the shelves, the windows shake. The keep is awakening. Elias understands. The prophecy is coming true. The war, the suffering, the world is in danger. The secrets buried beneath the castle must no longer sleep. He sends a message to Amara Voss, who now leads a secret society of scientists and thinkers called the Circle of Blackthorn. Together, they travel back to the Carpathian Mountains one final time. When they reach Blackthorn Keep, it is no longer silent. The lights in the tower windows flicker with an energy not seen for centuries. The underground door, once sealed by obsidian and iron, has opened by itself. Inside, the ancient machines are alive. One device, shaped like a great wheel of light, begins to spin, projecting images of the war, bombs falling, cities burning, and soldiers marching. But the machine also shows another possibility, a peaceful future filled with invention, art, and cooperation. The castle is offering a choice. Amara believes they can use the technology to send a signal, a message of peace that could reach far and wide, even across nations at war. Elias, however, fears that if the machines are misused, they could become weapons far worse than any seen in the Great War. They argue but finally agree. Only one message will be sent. On a cold night in December 1914, the Whispering Castle sends out its final whisper, a pulse of light and sound carrying a message in every known language. The future is not written. Choose knowledge over fear. Choose unity over hate. For a brief moment across Europe, radios spark with static, strange symbols appear in the sky, and a strange calm settles in the mountains. The war does not end, but something changes. In the years that follow, a new generation of thinkers, scientists, and dreamers rise, many of whom claim they were inspired by a strange dream of a castle in the mountains that whispered to them. Elias and Amara never return from that final journey, but the keep remains, quiet once more, buried in snow, hidden in fog, waiting for the day it must awaken again.